Hello, we're actually going to do some order of operations today. So at the top of your paper, this should be on page, oh boy, what page should this be on? Around page 7, maybe? So I'll put a 7 up here, and I'll put notes, order of operations. And then, of course, you'll want to put the date as well. To start off with, I'm going to give us a problem that I would like you to solve, and we're going to see if we all get the same thing at the end. So I'm going to do 2 plus 3 times 4 minus 5 plus 6 divided by 2 plus 5 squared times 10. So I'm going to give you a minute or two to solve this problem. You might want to pause the video while you do that. And pause right now, please. Do the problem and then start the video. Okay, so order of operations, you know you need to do the grouping symbols first, which we like to call parentheses. I'll put grouping symbol. Exponents are next. Multiplication. Division. And then you can do these together from left to right. Addition and subtraction. And of course you can do those left to right, depending on what's left. Or you might have heard it as called PEMDAS, PEMDAS. So to do this problem, we have to look and see, are there any grouping symbols, any parentheses that we need to do first? It does not look like it, but there are some exponents. So if I were to just rewrite this problem, 2 plus 3 times 4 minus 5 plus 6 divided by 2 plus 5 squared times 10. It looks like you need to do that 5 squared first. So let me rewrite this. We have 2 plus 3 times 4 minus 5 plus 6 divided by 2 plus whatever 5 squared is. Well, 5 squared, 5 times 5 is 25 times 10. Next thing on our list, since we got rid of all of our exponents, is multiplication. It does look like we have a, 3 times 4 to do, and then a 25 times 10 to do. And you can do both of those at the same time, or you can do one at a time. I'm going to try and do both. So we have the 2 plus 3 times 4 is 12, minus 5 plus 6 divided by 2. And then we have the 25 times 10, which is 250. We have some division. So the 6 divided by 2. So you have 2 plus 12 minus 5 plus 3 plus 250. Now we have addition and subtraction, and it looks like you can do these simultaneously, but we're going to do them from left to right. Excuse me. So we have the 2 plus 12 is 14, minus 5 plus 3 plus 250. 14 minus 5 is 9. The 3 plus the 250 is 253. And then in the end, we should have ended up with 262. Thing is that if you did not follow the order of operations properly, you would not have gotten the same problem, or the same answer, the same solution, even though we all were doing the same problem. So again, as we kind of go through expressions like this and we have to simplify them, please use the order of operations that PEMDAS that we just talked about. So let's go through some examples that has some grouping symbols in them. So for example, if we have 2 times a bracket, 2 times the quantity 3 plus 10 minus 4, close the bracket, all to the second power. Okay, we're going to treat our brackets and grouping symbols the same. So we have to do what's inside the parentheses first. So it looks like, and we have multiple sets of grouping symbols. So we'll work from the inside out. So maybe put a little note over here. We'll work inside out. So one step at a time. So we have the 2 times the bracket. 2 times, well, 3 plus 10 is 13 minus 4. Close the bracket. And this was squared. Still working inside the bracket, but inside here we have 2 times 13 minus 4. According to our order of operations, you have to do the multiplying first. So we have the 2 times 13 gives us 26, and then minus 4, and this was squared. Still working inside that grouping symbol, so you have the 2 times 24, or 26 minus 4 gives us 22, and then squared. Right now you have 2 times 22 squared. According to our order of operations, you have to do the exponents first after you've done the grouping symbols. There's nothing inside here to do anymore. 22 is just 22. So now we go to our exponents. 22 squared is 484. So I have 2 times 484, which gives me 968 as your final simplification there. Okay. Again, you want to work your way from the inside out and then follow order of operations. Okay, next thing I would like to talk about is how to evaluate expressions. Let's see if I can highlight this. So use your colored pencil or whatever. Evaluate means just to tell me what the answer is. Oops. For example, evaluate 2 plus 3. Well, 2 plus 3 is 5. You're giving me that answer. Example, like 2 times 3 is an expression. You're just going to simplify that. 2 times 3 is 6. If I give us a problem like 2 times the quantity A plus 3 squared divided by B, we really can't do much right now as is because I don't know what A is and I don't know what B is. But if I did tell you, you should be able to use order of operations and simplify this further. So maybe I say for A equals 1 and B equals 4. All we have to do is plug and chug now. So we're going to take this, we know A is 1, so I'm going to put 1 in instead of A. Rewrite the problem. A is 1, so I'm going to put a 1 in there. And then divided by B, well, B is 4, so I'm just going to rewrite that as 4. Now we have a problem that we just kind of looked at that we get to simplify. According to our order of operations, we get to do the inside of the grouping symbol first. So you have 2 times 4 squared divided by 4. And then following order of operations, the next thing would be our exponents. So we have 4 times 4 is 16 divided by 4. And then now you have some multiplying and dividing. And it doesn't matter what one you do first. I'm just going to go from left to right. So I'm going to take my 2 times 16 gives me 32 divided by 4. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So you should end up with 8 as your final answer. Okay, so next example. If I were to give you 3y plus x squared all over z, again, we don't know what to do with this until we know what x, y, and z are. So I'm going to put 4y equals 8, x equals 6, and z equals 3. So if I were to plug in what we know, we have 3 times, anytime there's a number next to the variable, you have to multiply. So 3 times 8 for y, plus x. X happens to be 6. And because I'm squaring it, I'm going to put parentheses around my x. And then this is all over z happens to be 3. Now when you get a problem like this, where I'm going to put over to the side, you want to simplify numerator first, then the denominator. So upstairs, we have the 3 times 8 gives us 24 plus 36. 6 times 6 is 36, and this is over 3. Still working upstairs, so 24 plus 36 gives us 60, and then over 3. Now we can actually simplify, and there's nothing in the denominator, so we can actually just take whatever 60 over 3 is. 60 divided by 3 happens to be 20. Right? So for now, what I'd like us to do is give you a chance to do some of these by yourself. I'm going to have you evaluate for when x equals 2, y equals 8, and z equals 4. So I'm going to have you do z to the third power plus y squared minus 4x all squared. All right, and then I'm going to have you work on, so I'm going to skip a few lines. We'll do z squared plus 2 times the quantity x plus 4z squared all over x times z minus y. And then finally, we'll give you another one here. Evaluate when a equals 12, b equals 9, and c equals -4. Careful with the negatives. So we're going to do b squared minus 2 times c to the third power all over a plus b minus c. So follow your steps, plug in what you know, do the order of operations, and then when we come back, we'll kind of go through these solutions with you. Okay?